Hi, fourth and fifth graders. Today is day 2 of Introduce Yourself Through Artifacts. Before we begin with the new material of day 2, I want to review day 1's material. Yesterday, you learned that artifacts aren't just ancient. There are also modern day artifacts, which are objects and items that we own that tell more about who we are and our identity. You came up with your own brainstormed web of ideas of artifacts that you own that tell us more about your identity. So at this time, I would like you to grab your brainstormed web and you are going to share out with your group 3 different examples of artifacts from your brainstormed web, at least 3. So maybe choose your favorite 3 from your list. Please pause the video for this discussion. Today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be looking at our brainstormed list of artifacts and choosing our favorite ones from that list. Each day this week, you will be finding a picture of each of those artifacts, and you will be thinking deeply about each artifact and responding to questions about that artifact on a Google slide. On the next slides, you will see an example of how to complete this assignment. So today, you're going to start off looking at your web, and you're going to pick your first artifact that you would like to focus on today. The other ones you will work on later this week. Today, you are just picking one artifact. In my example, I picked houseplants and I circled it on my web here. Everyone is going to be filling in a sheet like the one on the screen right now. And you are going to be filling out this Google Slides for each of your artifacts eventually. Today, you're only completing artifact 1. For this assignment, on the left, you are going to paste a picture or an image in this box. There are directions listed on how to get a picture there. Some of you may already know how to insert a picture into a Google slide, but for those that do not know how to do this, the directions are right in the box here. And if you have any questions on this, please reach out to one of your teachers. But I believe most of you know how to insert pictures into a Google slide. Now, there are 2 parts of questions that you're answering. The first one, describe the artifact. What does it look like? Think about the shape, color, texture, and size. You will type your answer to those questions in this top box. The next questions in the second box are about why did you choose this artifact? What does it tell about you? For each of these questions, do you think that you could answer these questions in about 1 to 3 sentences? Or do you think it will take much more than that? Maybe like 4 sentences or more? Pause the video to discuss that question. I have an example here. So I'm going to read and show you this example. And as I am reading, I want you to be reflecting on how detailed my response is. So for my houseplant artifact, I have a picture on the left here of one of my favorite houseplants. And to describe the artifact, I wrote in the top box, this is a picture of one of my houseplants. This plant is called a Sansevieria, but it's most commonly known as a snake plant. The leaves on this plant are hard, thick, and have pointed tips. The edges of each leaf are yellow and the inside is green. My response for the second part, why I chose the artifact. I chose this artifact because I love collecting houseplants. I have 10 different types of houseplants in my home. I love the way they look and enjoy finding interesting pots to put my plants in. From my descriptions here, are my responses detailed? And if your answer is yes, explain what details I included. Support your answer. Please pause the video to discuss. Now it's your turn. Choose your first artifact today. Find a picture of the item, or you can take a picture on your iPad. Answer the questions by clicking the yellow boxes and typing in your answers in complete sentences. You will be doing that on the Google Slides, and that is assigned to you on Schoology. As always, let your teachers know if you have any questions. Thank you, Team Persevere.